Hi YouTube friends, Brad of Silver Lining Daydreams. Today in this video we're going to show you how we installed these peel and stick backsplash subway tiles. They come in a pack of 10 for $33.99 and these are 12-inch by 12-inch sheets. You can get a 5-pack for $22.99. You want to make sure that you apply these tile stickers on a clean and sleek surface. It's not suitable if the surface is textured, dusty, or if it's rough. So you're going to want to clean the dust off the wall before you apply it.
I know.
Earlier we had primed and painted, and we waited a full month for that to cure before applying these. You want to make sure the surface is dry when you apply them.
It's all...
Well, it's not the easiest thing in the world.
No. They say this stuff comes off, whatever this brand is, this is never coming off the wall.
They actually recommend that you stay 12 inches away from the stove with these.
Work my way over. Very gradually.
So this video might be a little bit longer than some of our other videos, but I really wanted to give you the vibe of what it's like to install this. And I think if you just give this video a chance, you're going to get a lot of useful information. So remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet.
Oh, I didn't want that.
Great technique. All right.
Straighten it out.
Oh, sorry, I'm in your way. I'll go to the other side,
Okay.
and then you can get the bubble out. Oh, it just pushes out. It's not a bubble. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's gonna actually...
It'll all be covered. Good.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I am glad you're doing this and not me.
I think that'll be covered. Let's see. It's gonna be something like this. I'm gonna replace that outlet, probably put something
Oh yeah, it'll look great.
white in there.
Good job. You want to get that bottom corner?
Put a bead of caulk down here probably. Although that looks pretty stinking good.
Yeah, it does. All right, on to the next one. This one will be tricky around the window.
We made a partial template for going around this window.
We'll scratch that a little bit. Then we'll get the little pieces off.
Nice.
We can always caulk there if we need to, but we might be able to just leave it. So with this pattern, a subway tile, every piece on the end is at a different length. So it's a little tricky. How do I want to start it? Do I start in a quarter and work this way? And that makes the most sense. So I had a little test piece, or I should say I had a piece left over and I just cut it straight. And so, you know, we work this way with this wall, but I think with this wall we'll start in a corner and work this way. And so if they're all cut straight, this just kind of gives you an idea.
Oh, that'll look really
That'll
good.
look good, you know.
Oh,
I can't remember. This might not be the bottom. This might be up a little bit. But I don't think it's really going to matter because they're all staggered differently. Like this full piece here, it tells you to overlap here. What's really nice with this wallpaper is let's say this was a long wall and I wanted to start here. I could cut these here and then overlap going that way. So that's kind of nice. You know, it's really pretty slick and this sticks like crazy. It's almost hard to get it off. So basically, we're at the camper where it's stored. So we forgot some, you know, we wanted to have a level and some other tools. So we're a little limited, but it's going to work fine. So I'm cutting a straight line. So I'm just going across like this. Let me stop here. I'm a little long. I'm going to put a thin bead of caulk there to cover all that up. So it's not going to matter that it's a little bit off. So, but
you're gonna fix it, aren't you?
yeah, I'm going to, well.
I knew you would.
What do you call it? Oh, by the way, this stuff sticks everywhere. I mean, like it's on the floor. You can't sweep it up. You literally got to pick up all those pieces by hand that fall. But this is for cutting meat. But I got to tell you, it's working really good. Like I mentioned, we forgot stuff at home. And I think we did the last time around too. We wanted to have a a nice straight edge. So I'm gonna clean this up before I start working because I'll get on my elbows and it'll be sticking all over the canvas.
Peel off the back or the front first?
You know, we did this a couple weeks ago. Was it even 3-4 weeks ago? And I think we peeled it off the front first.
I thought so too.
I don't know if there's a right or wrong way. The directions don't really tell you all that much. Yeah, this is what we did. I'm telling you, this is like super stick. People are like, oh, my wallpaper's coming off. Not with this. All right, guys. Now, this is the hard part. Can you see?
I can, yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta go down.
This is harder than what they make it look, by the way. I'm gonna be real honest. Maybe I can. I'm trying to line it.
Oh yeah.
Trying to
there.
Line things up, guys. And obviously, you start here.
That looks good, and then with that bead of caulk, that'll look really good, Brad.
This can go down a little bit.
Put a bead of caulk there too.
Do I got a crease there?
I think just in the overlap part.
Yeah, is it just, oh, maybe it's the top piece. Let's go straight across. Okay, well. Okay, so for like this.
Oh, sure, and then just walk it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That looks so good, Brad.
Now, here's a tip. Well, you can see that seam a little bit, and that's something to consider. Depending on your seams, you may determine whether or not you even want to put this up. But
it's still worth it, Brad. I really like it a lot.
Here's the thing: if you cut this piece too long, that's what makes it want to kind of pucker a little bit. What happens is you don't want any of this going around the corner. I'd rather cut it too far this way, then it stays. But what I'm trying to say, I guess, is if I go into this wall here a little bit with it, then it can kind of gradually pucker a little bit. And I got some of that around the window. I'm just kind of lining it up.
Is the sticky part off already?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's all together. What I'm trying to do is, I don't know if you can see this, cut this edge. I need to cut this straight. So I was going to mark it.
There you go.
Maybe here.
Because the cedar is going to be on that edge, so I'm sure it'll look
good. Yeah, and here.
So they market these as a realistic 3D textured tile backsplash, and really, in all honesty, they really do look 3D. So they're able to pull it off. So it gives a real life look.
That looks perfect. I mean, like, absolutely perfect, Brad.
Okay.
That's why you're doing this one.
It's hard to... If I was doing this and we weren't videoing, I'd go in more. I'd be able to see a little better too, but I don't want to block the camera.
No, it's like perfect.
I'm willing to...
You can't tell.
Babe, I'm willing to take the hit for the channel. Oh, there's a rip right here.
Really?
Yeah. Now, I think there could be something on the wall under it, like a little...
Oh, that made that little...
indent.
Like a puncture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's another tip. Make sure you save 1 or 2 pieces of this.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. What does the future hold with this? And it'd be nice to be able to put a piece in. Yeah.
I think it's great. I mean, really, Brad, you should see it from here. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, cut that pretty good without having the proper tools here at the camper. Yeah. You have a cutting mat and you just slide this arm down to cut, you know, and that would be a perfect cut.
Oh, that's different. That's a paper cutter.
Paper cutter?
Yep.
Is that what that thing's called? Okay, so what I did, guys, is this roll starts here. I cut this and I just stuck the first row on. And I'm hoping that I can go upward.
Mortar.
Yeah, mortar.
The grout line.
Grout line. Yeah, mortar, grout line. Sorry, I don't multitask. But I don't know. You want to go to that other angle, babe?
Yeah.
That you
It
suggested?
looks really good.
Okay. Now I'm just going to go upward and just pray. Okay, I got to get out of there and see what it looks like.
Does definitely need to be pressed down, but yeah,
Okay.
no, it looks really good.
Okay.
You'll be impressed with yourself.
Last piece. I think I got to get in here though.
Out.
I know. Tell me about it.
Sorry. It looks really good. Love it. Nice.
I could see where you'd have to have a nice smooth wall with no imperfections.
Mm-hmm.
At least this design in the light color of the tiles with the shine does show some imperfection.
Yeah, boy, that's
So
shiny. It just looks so good.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Overall, it looks awesome. Now
Yeah.
we'll put some caulk down here. We never caulk after we put the counters in, and
Okay.
again in the corners.
Great.
And then here's-
corners.
Here, I'll show them what I was
Alright.
talking about with this window where
Okay.
it puckers. So here's what I was talking around here. You can see the wallpaper. Here it's actually puckered, but most of it around here hasn't. But if you have this too long and it overlaps this window framing a little bit, it'll start to pucker. So if I go ahead and cut that off down low enough, that'll stop puckering.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like here, there's just a little bit here, and so you're gonna want to change that blade out on that X-Acto knife or whatever it's called, because it didn't, it was starting to get dull here, and you can see where it's not the cleanest cut. That's something we got to work on. I can't find these outlets anywhere. If anybody knows where I can find them, would you let me know? But basically, these back pieces just kind of pop in there, so it's supposed to go like this, but it won't pop back in because the wallpaper is sticking out. It was kind of a tight fit anyhow, but let's see if it'll stay on just for a little
Can't you use a
vibe here. Yeah, but then it would stick out from the wall.
Oh, even further.
Yeah, it'll stick way out,
Yeah.
which some RVs do. Whoops, there we go again. Everything is a little bit crooked, literally everything in this camper. So I think it's best to just eyeball this. To me, that looks pretty good, and it's kind of straight with this piece of mortar. Should I put it in?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
If you can cover up the mortar, I think it'd look a little better, but that's me. But only if it's not straight.
Don't think I can.
Okay, then that's what we'll do. If you put one in, then we can just scooch it over, can't we?
Maybe I should have put a little caulk there.
I would suggest ordering more than you need. You can always return some. We ordered a 10-pack. It wasn't enough, and we had to wait until we received another 10-pack.
Whoop, we're gonna have to do some of that outlet. So here's that PVC trim I was talking about. And you already saw us put the PVC trim over in this edge.
Just to talk about that 3D look that it gives. So it has this transparent gel on the surface, and it really does look high end. And I think the weight of all of this installed on our wall is going to be less than 4 pounds. So we at first looked at getting maybe one of those textured, they're brick or they're stone looking paneling sheets, and putting that on. We thought we would save a little money. It's more forgiving when you install that. If you make a bad cut, you can sort of clean it up before you paint it. But those are a lot heavier than what you would think. So if you're definitely wanting to keep the weight down in your RV or camper, you definitely want to go peel and stick.
That's all by the honor system. Gotta love Wisconsin. Those like potatoes in here.
I think we'll take this one.
All right, sounds good. Yep.
And thank you so much for watching our peel and stick backsplash video for an RV or camper. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye now.